views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Meetings of the Minds in partnership with BronxNet. These segments are geared to making sure you know who our members, our partners, and affiliates are. Each episode will enlighten you about the partnerships they are building to bring resources to our communities. More importantly, you will know firsthand who is supporting you so that you can support them. This is how we grow. This is how we thrive. We are still a membership organization, so I encourage you to visit www.hispanicchamber.nyc, www.hispanicchamber.nyc. Follow and engage with us on LinkedIn, New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, all spelled out. The New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is proud to support all communities of colors because oftentimes we are the only one. Have you ever been the only one? Being the only one comes with real responsibilities, like making sure every plan implemented is a winner, straight A's across the board. Because as the only one, you have to make sure you unblock every barrier so that the next generation does not have to be the only one. It is my pleasure to introduce Jacqueline Gathers, a woman of color running Pillar to Post, a thriving home inspection franchise in a male-dominated profession. Yes, she is the only one. She is a trailblazer. Jacqueline, how are you and how's the family?
Thank you so much for asking. I am well, and I hope you and your family are well too. I appreciate this opportunity, and I thank the New York City Chamber of Commerce for having this forum for people to obtain information.
This dialogue is very important to us. Tell us about Pillar to Post franchise.
Well, Pillar to Post is the #1 home inspection franchise in the Northeast. We are on the cutting edge of technology when it comes to home inspections. We are family-friendly business, and that's one of the things that I really like about running my Pillar to Post. And we are all over the United States and Canada.
Oh my goodness, you said Canada. You know, my husband's Canadian. I don't mean to put my business out there, but we love Canada. Congratulations on being the #1. How did you get into the business of home inspection?
Well, I have a unique story. My husband and I bought the franchise in 2016. Unfortunately, I lost him to cancer in 2017. So I had this franchise and I could have sold it back to the franchise, but I decided to launch the business. It was a battle for me because home inspecting is a male-dominated industry. And as a woman of color, people were just not accustomed to having a woman of color own a Pillar to Post. Actually, I'm the first African-American woman to own a Pillar to Post franchise. So it's been really interesting.
No, this is incredible. And, you know, it's important that you were able to continue the legacy of your husband for sure. And that takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength. So thank you for telling us that important part of the story. What should a buyer of an apartment or home look out for before purchasing?
Okay, so that's my job. We take the stress off of it, but I always advise buyers to think of a home like your body. Okay, if my nail is broken, it's not a big deal. I can go get the nail repaired at a salon and end the story. But if there's a problem with my heart, that's going to affect how my body operates. And I always tell home buyers, forget the aesthetics. When you go and you look at a property, you need to look at the main components of the home, the roof, the boiler, the electrical, the heating system. Those are the things that's going to affect how the home operates. And that's what you need to zero in on. We don't care about holes in the walls. We don't care about missing doorknobs. We don't care about someone that just really had poor decorating taste. We don't care about that stuff. We're looking at the main components of the home that's going to affect how it functions.
And this is important because when it comes to home inspection, people are always worried about who they're going to trust, right? You don't trust the person selling the home. You don't trust the person. So we need to get our own person as a homeowner, right? So that's where you come in. Can you give me some examples of, I guess, clients that you've worked with that stood out the most, that you were able to make a difference in their process?
Okay, so my specialty is first-time home buyers. I teach with nonprofits throughout the city, so people that are purchasing a property for the first time understand the home inspection process. And that's important because that takes the fear away. That takes the anxiety and the stress away. I get a lot of clients and we tell them what's unique about Pillar to Post is that we're there before the inspection, during the inspection, and after the inspection. So our reports are archived. So 6 months later, if they want to call us and ask us something about the property, we can bring up that report and we can have a conversation with them. And for a first-time home buyer, that is priceless because that puts you at ease to have someone that you can pick up the phone and call and ask them questions about the property. Other home inspectors, once the inspection is done, the relationship ends. But with us, the relationship doesn't end there. We continue the relationship after they are in the property.
It's very important to do so. I know that there are many people thinking about how to get their business franchised. Can you talk to us about why franchising was the way to go for you and why you continue in this process?
Okay, so I talk to business persons about franchising, and I always explain to them that it's not as expensive as you think. B, with a franchise, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you follow the script that they give you, you are going to be successful. 3, what's nice about a franchise is that the network and the support that you get. I have people I can reach out to. They help me with my marketing. They help me with every step of the way. And once you launch, they are still there. I have a regional that I have a conversation with once a month, and I can call him before that if something comes up. But that's valuable and priceless when you're purchasing a business because it's very scary. And to have that type of support, you're not going to get that anywhere else.
Let me tell you, you mentioned earlier that you are the only woman of color in this predominantly male dominated field. What makes you different? What makes you dominate this field, right? Because you're doing it. What's your secret?
Well, cookies is one. I separate myself from other inspectors. When I first started, I would give out cookies at the end of the inspection to the buyers and to the agents. Again, people are surprised to see a woman show up for an inspection, and they always ask me when I get there, oh, so where's the inspector? I'm the inspector. So that's a hidden surprise. And I think as women, we're a little more detail oriented. And I just make sure that the client is at ease right off the bat. I make sure I prefer for my buyers to be there for the inspection so I can walk through the house with them. I can explain things to them and that they have a full understanding of what goes on with this inspection. And again, after the inspection is done, they get the report the same day, which is priceless in this real estate market. And we take time to go over the report with them. So if they have any questions or anything like that, we set up a phone conference and we go over the report with them. So it's super important that we are fully engaged with our clients, again, before, during, and after the inspection.
It's those cookies. Jacqueline, it's the cookies. I want to know if they're home baked, freshly baked, or you have a place to get them from, because that will keep me calling you all the time. So the secret is in the cookies. You know, again, you run a successful business and you're also a mom. What does legacy mean to you?
Well, that means a lot to me. I have 3 kids. My last one, Timothy, he is the one, actually, he just finished his home inspection course and passed licensing. So he's going to be joining the business, and eventually he'll be taking over the business. And that was an important thing that my husband and I discussed, with Timothy being the one to take over the business. And again, legacy is important for our families, because a lot of times we don't get a head start in life because we have to start from the ground up, and that just sets us back as far as generational wealth is concerned. And that's super important in our communities, for us to instill that in our children, to leave a legacy for them to build upon, so they don't have to start from scratch like we did. They have something to start with, and they can continue to build upon that.
Oh my goodness. Well said. We too believe in legacy, so that again, we won't be the only ones later on. I'm a firm believer of my parents' 10 is my 0. That is my starting point. And you're doing an incredible job honoring the legacy of your husband and honoring your legacy and passing that on to the next generation. Very important, and congratulations. What can we do as a community to support you?
I love when people reach out to me. To me, it's not about the money, okay? It's about making sure that brown people get a quality inspection done. If they have questions about the process, I've done inspections behind inspectors because the client just knew that they didn't have a good inspection done, and they didn't want any hiccups in the process, so they went with the person that was referred to them. So I just want to make sure that they understand the process. I make myself available. If they want to email me, give me a call. If they just have questions about the home inspection industry, I'm always looking to bring more minorities into the industry, because we're really underrepresented. It's not a complex job, and it's a good opportunity, especially someone that's a parent. You have a flexible schedule. You can set your schedule how you see fit around the kids' school schedule. So it gives you flexibility, and you make money at the same time. So it's plus, plus, plus.
Oh my goodness. Plus, plus, plus. We like that. How do we get in contact with you for the plus, plus, plus?
Okay, so you can reach me at my private cell, which is 917-670-8536, or you can email me at Jacqueline, JACQUE .gathers, GATHERS @pillowtopost.com.
My goodness, fantastic, Jacqueline. You just gave the whole world your private cell phone number, right?
It's all I do.
This is, and this is why your business is thriving, because of that personal attention. And we appreciate your business ethics because of that. Thank you so much for being with us here on Meetings of the Minds in partnership with BronxNet. We look forward to having you as part of our membership of Familia. Bless you and all your family. For more information on how to join the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, please visit www.hispanicchamber.nyc, www.hispanicchamber.nyc, or follow us on LinkedIn. Thank you so much once again, and be sure to support those who support you.